We get caught up in the prideful part of owning something. We get caught up in the ego part of owning something. The thing where when you say, I did this or I created that, and everybody starts clapping for you. That's what you want. You really just want recognition for something. You really don't want the thing that you own to have any value. Y'all, we back in the building with another one, man. Today, we talking about ownership. What does ownership mean? What's the importance of ownership? And what does it really mean to own a thing? That's what today's discussion is. But before we get started, like always, make sure you hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button, press the notification bell, and leave a comment in the comment section. If I'm leaving something out, if you think I don't know what I'm talking about, if you want to add to the conversation, let's have that discussion in the comment section. It's your boy, CEO Hockley. I'm back in the building, and here go the information you can use, and we can discuss further about ownership. Now, with all that out the way, man, it's real simple, man. Did you know that you could be an owner of anything you want? You could lay claim to whatever you want, you know, and the whole purpose of being an owner or laying claim to something is that you want to be the person to be like, I created this. I started this. This is my idea. This is my intellectual property. This is my thing, and I own it. That's all cool and dandy. That's all fine. But here's one of the caveats and also the nuances of ownership and the belief in owning a thing. One of the caveats and the nuances of ownership is that we get caught up in the prideful part of owning something. We get caught up in the ego part of owning something. The thing where when you say, I did this or I created that, and everybody starts clapping for you. That's what you want. You really just want recognition for something. You really don't want the thing that you own to have any value. The only value that you put on the thing that you own is the social currency of people knowing that you own it. And that is one of the problems with ownership, because that's one of the things that should be the least focused on or the least talked about. What do you mean? Well, a lot of people put emphasis on being an owner of something, and it has no value. But what you mean, CEO, it has no value? Let's just be real. You could own something. I own this air that I'm breathing. Or I own anything. You can make up something. But the real problem is you own 100% of zero. Yes, you, owner, CEO, boss, actually owns 100% of zero. Why? Because the thing that you lay claim to has no value. Point blank, period. Well, it do have value because it's mine. Exactly. That's the only value it has. And that equals zero when you put it out into the marketplace. It has no value. You have to understand that, hey, owning 10% of something is better than owning 100% of zero. Let me say that again. Owning 10% of something is better than owning 100% of zero. You'd rather be an owner of 10% than an owner of 100% of zero. Point blank, period. And here's another little thing, a little nugget you can use, right? 9 times out of 10, if you are the 100% owner of something, it has lesser value if you own lesser of a percentage. Let me say that again. 9 times out of 10, if you own something outright, you are the 100% owner of that thing. That thing, that product, that service, whatever it may be, that entity has lesser of a value that you own 100% of it versus if you own lesser than a percentage. And let me explain and let me show you examples of this existence right now in today's marketplace. Here go a big example. Go to Google. Let's look up not Elon Musk. Let's look up Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is probably the second or first or third richest man in the world. And we're going to look up Jeff Bezos. When you go to Google, look at Jeff Bezos, and this is what I want you to Google. He created Amazon. He started Amazon. It's pictures of him with Amazon spray painted in his apartment on the wall somewhere, a classic picture of when he started Amazon in 96, 97, 94, something like that. This man started it. At the point and initiated that he started, he owned 100%. He was the sole owner. He was the sole employee, and he had one computer. In this picture, he owned 100%. He was the only employee, and this was his office space, this one location, when he owned 100%. Now let's fast forward from when he started all the way today, 2022. Go to Google and Google how much of Amazon does Jeff Bezos owns. Again, Google how much of Amazon does Jeff Bezos own. Once you complete this and you see this, here's your answer, boys and girls. Jeff Bezos owns only 10% of Amazon. He owns roughly around 10 or 11% of Amazon. That's all he owns. Jeff Bezos, the creator of Amazon, only owns 10 or 11% of Amazon. What do you mean? Hey man, that's what he owned. He got past the recognition part. Because see, that's where you'll be caught up. He no longer has 100%. He only has 10%. But his 10%, because he shared the 90%, his 10% makes him the second richest, if not the first richest man in the world. Listen, when he had 100%, he didn't have shit. When he owned 100% of it, he didn't have shit. When he shared and he got investors and he grew his company and it worked out for him, he now only owns 10%, but that 10% makes him the richest man in the world. That's amazing mathematics. What do you mean? Less is more. You got to subtract the add. When you start understanding those mathematics, things will change for you. Point blank period. If you want to be rich, get rich quick scheme people. People who want to get rich fast. Here's the secret to getting rich fast. If you want to get rich fast, make other people money. Listen, if you want to get rich fast, make other people money. That's what Jeff Bezos did. He made other people money. Let me give you another example of this going on, where sharing makes you richer. Let's go to Mark Zuckerberg. He started Facebook. He's like the second, third richest man in the world. Again, but when he started in his college dorm, right? Started in his college dorm. He had 100% ownership. He was the only employee, and he worked on his computer. You know what I'm saying? With 100% of ownership. Now, let's fast forward to 2022. Let's go Google how much of Facebook does Mark Zuckerberg own, And after Googling how much of Facebook does Mark Zuckerberg own, it comes out to Mark Zuckerberg owns 29%, 30% of Facebook. That's it. He only owns 29 or 30% of Facebook, but he's still the second, third richest man in the world? Okay, what does that mean? Sharing makes you more. This is what you have to understand about ownership. This is where you have to get past the caveat and the nuance of being a proud owner of zero. Yeah, if you want to get rich, make other people money. Here go another great example. Let's say you was the inventor or you was the maker of McDonald's French fries. For those that don't know, McDonald's really became successful, the leader, the creator of the fast food industry, and they built that following and that base on the taste of their French fries. Got the best tasting French fries in the world. But if you owned it, right? Oh man, they'll be your French fries. Nobody else will be able to sell them. Nobody else will be able to use them. You'll let everybody know that yours, you make them, you the boss, you the best, right? Here's what McDonald's did. Well, Ray Kroc in particular, not the McDonald's brothers. Ray Kroc patented the formula that produced the taste that made the fries so good and so legendary. Listen, he patented the formula that produced the taste that made the fries so good and so legendary. You know, you could read that right here in his book. You know what I'm saying? And Ray Kroc patented this. And what did he do? He sold it to people to sell that made them money. Listen, He had the patent. He had control of it. He gave it to his franchisees so they could make money, enriching himself while enriching them. That's the way this thing works. This game works through sharing. You have to share. You have to understand how to share. Understand how to subtract to add. Not just to subtract or the whole to make you look good or look cool. The game don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, everybody gotta eat. That's the way the game's set up. And the more you share, the more money you work. The more you share, the more money you are worth. Now, you can't be sharing with people that's just blowing and messing off, that don't care. No, you got to share with people that's down with the hustle, that's down with the game and understanding how it works. And that's what all these people did. These people shared with people who could help enlarge and grow their vision. And that's what you have to do. And that's what ownership represents. Here you is on Facebook. You done started a company. You 100% owner. You the only employee, right? And you in your house on your computer, and you the owner, you the boss, right? But it's 100% of nothing. It's 100% of zero. I'm not knocking your ambitions to get started. What I'm saying is, if you started 3 years ago and it's 5 years later and that's all you still have, imagine if Jeff Bezos or these people that we just discussed was still where they at in 95 or 2000 or whenever they got started. Here you are, you've been cooking in your house, selling the best wings that ever tasted in the world, and you still in your house because you're not sharing. And you don't understand that where there is no struggle, there is no progress. Let me say that again. Where there is no struggle, there is no progress. You still in your house because you're comfortable in your house. And you're not trying to run a business. You're just trying to convince everybody that you know that you got the best wings in town. And that, my friends, make you the owner of nothing. That makes your 100% weaker and weaker and weaker. If you really got the best wings, pizza, shirt, designs, whatever it is, if you really got the best, put it in the marketplace, get out here and start hustling, share with people that can make them money and you can make money, and let's see how far you grow. But you're not going to do that. Why? It's about the recognition with you. You just want to be recognized as somebody that created something. But let's recognize you for what you is. You, my friend, are the owner of zero. So shout out to everybody out here with 100% ownership of zero. And I give a bigger shout out to people who understand having 10% of something is better than having 100% of nothing. And to those people that learn how to subtract, who learn how to add by subtracting, I salute y'all, man, because that's what this game about. Share with your people, man. Do good by your people. You know what I'm saying? That's what this game about. That's what ownership is about. Quit being prideful that you own something that has no value. Quit being prideful that you own something that has no value. Work your ass out. Bust your ass, man. This world is for the taking. The reward is for the person who goes out and get it. And that's what this about. And with that, I'm going to end it off, man. And like always, if you like this video, you like this information, you like what I'm doing, this is what I need you to do. I need you to text the word salute to the number on the screen. Text the word salute to the number on the screen. By doing this, you signing up to my personal text message service. This is free of charge. You don't pay anything. Listen, you don't pay anything. If you made it to this point in the video, text the word salute to the number on the screen, and that's how we gonna end it. Thank you.